Hi, my name is Lee Meehan. I own the Canadian Martial Arts Centre and run the show Rumble in the Cage. Feature Productions has shot our shows for us, the Rumble in the Cage, and it's a live MMA event, so there's a lot of stuff happening. We do a 3-camera shoot. We have our 20-foot octagon, and they've done a really good job of capturing all the angles and getting the highlights and the replays. And with a fight, there's a lot of stuff happening. There's a lot of action, a lot of punches, kicks, takedowns, and they've done a really good job of capturing all that action and getting it placed in there with the replays and everything, so it looks really sharp. I got introduced to Feature Productions through Daryl from DB Pro Audio. We've been working with him for a long time on our shows. We wanted to go to True HD and things for TV and the commercials that we wanted to produce, and he had recommended that we check them out because he'd worked them in the past, and we hooked up on our last couple shows, and it's been really good. So what was nice about Feature Productions, we were able to get together, have production meetings, go over everything with the lighting and previous shows and what problems there were and what we had with other companies we worked with and how we could fix the problem and communicate really well together to get the best product out there. And they were able to do that and sit down with us and discuss what we liked and didn't like and what would fit our budget. They did a really good job of making some really cool stuff with the interviewing fighters and doing some special feature stuff that just was off the hook. When I first got to the venue that night for the show to start, there's a lot going on, but I really noticed the professionalism, the crew they had there. Everyone was there ready to work. Everything was set up on time. I didn't have to scramble around trying to figure out where this was and where that was and why it wasn't ready to go. I could just focus on my fighters and getting my show ready as far as ticket sales go, and I knew that everything was ready production-wise. I always listen to the feedback of the fans and the other people and my other fighters because they're there at all my shows as well, and they noticed a big difference in the level of production, the introduction that was placed on the screens, the overall look and feel was, people were like, oh, it's starting to look like the UFC, which is quite a thing to say because they're the biggest and best in the world, spending millions of dollars. So we got that same look. People like Boss Rutan and people that I train with, they saw the footage of the fights and they couldn't believe the quality and the clarity and how smooth it was and how well it looked. So overall, it was a great job. And with Feature Productions, it was bang. Within 2 days, I had all the footage I needed. They customized things for me, put up on a site where I could link everybody to, so all the media could get access to the fight clips they wanted with high resolution, and I could send it out to the right people so they could, not only look at some of the fighters and see what they were doing, but also the quality of the show and use it for their clips if they needed it, which wasn't happening in the past. So for that to be included in the price that we paid, it was phenomenal. My overall experience with working with Feature Productions has been really good. The best thing I like is the communication. That there's always someone in contact with you, whether it's through email or texting. The communication is the biggest key to me, and the finished product was phenomenal. And just the ease of how everything went together. I definitely recommend anyone who's looking to get any kind of video work done, any kind of production work, specialized commercials, whatever it is they want to advertise their company or do a live event, they're the company to talk to. Their rates are incredible. The team is great. Everyone they got there knows what they're doing, and they're right on top of things. So I highly recommend them to anyone who's looking to do anything on a big scale or a small scale.